really great to be in Texarkana today and to see the leadership of this community talking about growth, supporting the team and the community in public service. So it's really special for me because this is my first public appearance since I announced for president. And to come here to Texarkana and this community has been very rewarding. Excited about the venture ahead. Really talking about how we need to have leaders in America that bring out the best of our country and doesn't simply appeal to our worst instincts. And I do believe our best days as a country are ahead, and I'm excited about this campaign. We're going to work very hard at it and show what we can do as a country and how we can lead in terms of freedom and how we can control spending, do something about the fentanyl crisis that we have that impacts our communities. These are the kind of things that I know we can work on together.
And being a former prosecutor, does that add to your qualifications?
Well, it does. Whenever you look at the challenges that we face, from the border security to fentanyl to crime, my background as a former prosecutor, but also working with law enforcement at the federal level, gives me a unique perspective. And it was extraordinary to me to hear the mayor talk about the deaths just simply over the weekend from fentanyl. And this is extraordinary when it impacts our communities this way. And so I do understand how we have to balance going after those that deal in those deadly substances with educating our citizens and protecting them. So a lot has to be done, but that's one of the major challenges that we face across the country.
How difficult was it to make the decision to run? Or was it difficult?
Well, it is always difficult when you're looking at the vastness of a national campaign for president. But I saw how important it is, and I've always stepped up to the plate when our nation has matters at risk, when they need the experience that I have and the vision that I have for our country. So whenever you look at the need that's there, my experience that matches with that, support that I have from the family, I wanted to make sure that I can meet the challenges of this time in our country's life.
How closely are you following the events in New York today? And do you think President Trump's indictment will help or hurt him in the primary race?
Well, I'm actually not following it very closely because I've seen thousands of people arraigned in court. But it is unusual in our country, and people don't have a whole lot of confidence in the prosecution at this point. I'm anxious to see what the facts are as they lay out the indictment. But the important thing is that we're going through an election season, and this is going to be a big distraction. I want to be able to bring people back to the challenges we face, excessive federal spending, the challenges that we face internationally from Russia and China. So let's not get too overwhelmed and distracted by the difficulties that the former president faces.
How would you assess your successor's track record so far?
Oh, I have high regard for what Governor Sanders is doing. Obviously, with her leadership during this time of hitting the tornado in the Little Rock and Wynn area, this is where she is stepping up to the plate, doing a good job.